Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of this video series. So today we have my latest purchase, this 2002 Saab 9.3 SE 5-door or 4-door sedan, or 5-door hatch, whatever you want to describe it as. So in the last video we kind of talked about some of the details of it, but now we'll kind of take a look at it. So kind of starting here at the front, looking at the hood, you can see it's a little bit dull. We'll see if this polishes out, who knows. If not, that may end up needing some paint. I also might just let it go. I'm not 100% how far I want to go with this car. I don't want to restore it to like factory fresh or anything, but I'll fix up a couple different things with it. Going across the front here, these cornering lamps here, or the corner lamps and the side markers I should say, and the headlamps look good. The grille is fine. We have a little bit of dirt up there. The wiper blades are intact. Again, this one looks good as well. Not a lot of cracks in those actually. Down lower, it's a little bit of a different story. Both fog lamps are gone, so we'll have to get some new lamps and fix the brackets, and that actually is missing the little insert there. I think I have these pieces in the garage, we'll see. Also, we have the front plate there, which we may pull off. The paint on this bumper is a little rough. You can see it's kind of all crusty. I really don't know what happened to that. Who knows? I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I want to bother painting that or not. I really don't care about it too much. It's really only the front there that's really bad. The rest of it just needs cleaned, and it's not cracked or split or anything. And the lip spoiler down below is in good shape. And we can of course get this kind of yellow paint transfer off the sides. Going back the side here, the driver's side, this fender is in good shape. And again, everything's dirty. I haven't done anything. We have some sap on there and stuff. This wheel is in good shape. We have these Firestone Champion fuel fighters on the front and some Goodyear Eagle Sports on the back. So this piece is a little loose here. Otherwise, everything is in really nice shape up inside. The story I got on this car is that it came from California, so there's really no corrosion underneath, as we'll see later. So going back the side, the mud flap is there. The side marker lamp and the badge is there. This mirror will need possibly a little treatment depending on, again, how far we want to go. Looking at the roof, again, a little bit dull, but not as bad as the hood. A lot of that I think will clean off. It's just kind of like some oxidation. But the thing to keep in mind is, these cars are 20 years old. The paint really, unless they're garage kept, the paint is going to go. It's just inevitable. But again, look at this right here. We've got a reflection on the underside of the door, so that's not bad. It's not horrible. Going back this side, just a few minor scratches and chips and nicks. There is a small little dent. It's big, but it's shallow on this door here. I may have a couple of these dents and dings pulled. Not really sure. There's just a few on the doors, otherwise not bad. This quarter is in good shape. Again, all the plastic cladding is in good shape. The wheels are pretty decent, kind of crusty, but decent. The brakes look good. Coming around the back, we have kind of the same kind of story here with the bumper where it's in not super great shape. Still trying to debate, again, whether or not to do that, because it really just doesn't offend me. I don't know, for some reason bumpers just don't really offend me too much on a car. I can't have too much to complain about that. But one thing I do want to address is this piece here is cracked, so I think I have one of those. If not, I'll get one and have it painted if we have anything else painted. We're also going to need a new antenna here. I'm not really sure what was going on, but this is no, not going to work. The rear wiper is here. We have the OnStar antenna, or this antenna up here on top. The brake light is there. We'll have to make sure that works and everything. Here we have our nice big spoiler on the back. It's a little bit loose. I'll have to look into that. I've never really had one of these hatches before, just the convertible, so some of the hatch specific stuff will be a learning experience for me. Just like on the front, the Saab badge is gone back here. I've got those on order. We've got a little paint chipping here. The S there's a piece missing from the S, and that's chipped. I've got those. This lamp is cracked, and there's a little scuff there. I've got lamps. Everything's fine here with the fuel filler door, just again really dirty. That's all good. Going back this side here, there's a couple dings, as you can see. A little chip there. We're starting to lose a little bit of this wrap here. I'm not sure. I can rewrap just the one, but is that going to match this piece and then this piece back here on the sail panel? I don't know. So I'm still thinking about what I want to do for that. Again, try not to go nuts with this, but anyway, going back this side again, looking good. This got a little twist in that plastic right down there, but not bad. The little splash guard there is still in good shape. Again, this fender is good and all the badging is there. I guess this lamp is a little loose. I'll have to fix that up, a little bit of a gap there. So it's definitely seen some life and things, but not bad, very workable. we'll kind of take a look under the car here as best I can with the phone. You can see we don't have, I mean, look at those brake lines. That's not bad. Really no corrosion there. Going back here, you can see there's a little bit of dirt, or rust, I should say, on the exhaust, but not too bad there. And going back further, the beam axle is in really good shape. Not a bunch of corrosion. I mean, just look on the other side there at that wheel. Not bad, not bad. So the exhaust is good. No leaks or issues there. As far as mechanical, everything rides and drives really well, except for the issues that we'll talk about next. So it's not like it's going to have to go to the shop for a clunking noise or something like that. As long as what I know about is it. Mechanically, it's really good. So that's kind of, there we go. These hood struts are getting a little weak. They're still doing the job, but they're just noisy. So basically what we have here, I do have a check engine light for the mass airflow sensor, so we'll look into that. Maybe it needs cleaned, maybe it needs replaced. We'll have to come up with a solution there. We're missing the engine cover here. Again, I think I have one of those. I probably have like 3 or 4 sitting at the house. But the seller did tell me that there's an issue with the throttle body, so we'll look into that. There's a new throttle body in the car, supposedly, that you know, he purchased for parts, so we'll see if that's any good. We're missing some of the insulation here. I'm not sure what the story is on that. It doesn't really look super nice, but anyway, the steering rack is in good shape there. Not a lot of rust. There's no major leaks with this car. You know, the valve cover gasket is leaking, which is not uncommon. It's not leaving huge puddles on the ground though or anything. The transmission shift's okay. Turbo seems to spool fine. We don't have all burned up transmission fluid here. Apparently the power steering pump was replaced, so it does look pretty new there and leak free, so that's kind of cool. There wasn't really any blow by from the oil cap when I was testing it out. The coolant isn't all dark and discolored. It's not low. This battery, I'm not sure about this battery. They didn't stamp the date code, but okay, shipped December 19. Okay, so that's, you know, maybe at the end of its road, who knows. I've getting an error on the SID for low washer fluid, so we'll just top that up. And also we have an error for the key battery that needs replaced. And then also we're having an issue with the lights on the back, the one turn signal and the brake light. There's something going on. We'll look at that later on. So basically up here, and kind of in general, we're going to replace the cabin air filter, the engine air filter. We'll do an engine oil change the spark plugs. I'm going to do the motor mounts. We'll do the one up here for the transmission, and then the one on this side. The one in the back, I think I'm going to leave. I've changed those before, and you know, they're kind of a bear, and I think it's going to be in good shape. I think that's fine. We're just getting a little bit of kind of slop during between shifts and into park from, you know, neutral or reverse, but you get my point. So we'll do that, go through all the fluids, just check everything out there, make sure all the bulbs work, all that usual stuff. So not too bad, definitely pretty serviceable. One thing we are going to have to do under the hood is actually fix the hood latch itself. I keep having issues with this where basically it kind of doesn't want to seem to latch, so we're going to leave it open like that for now. I'm not sure if the cable is getting stuck or maybe something's a little bit out of alignment, but it's just fiddly. It still does work, so we'll leave that and kind of do a little bit of an inspection on the inside. So starting here at the back, I guess it's locked. Let me get the key. So here's our key for this vehicle, so pretty nice, same as the 9.5 and different than the earlier 9.3 that I have. The little alarm does work, which is nice. That's cool. So the hatch comes up, and again, these struts are kind of starting to wear out, so they're getting there. They still do the job, they still hold it up, they're just kind of slow. There's the battery cover, so that's good. We'll just kind of leave that right there. A little bit dirty back here, this will all need kind of cleaned up, and we'll go through. There's, I mean, some cracks and some damage there, but the parcel shelf is still there. We'll tuck in this fabric and neaten that up. Some of this is going to have to come out anyway to, you know, figure out what's going on with the lamp, so we'll get that when we get around to it. I think that, yeah, this covers for the throttle body if I remember correctly, so we've got that to go back on yet. Looks like there's a tab that broke off the battery cover, probably because it was rolling around here in the back. Alright, and then we have the tools down here below with the spare tire, which doesn't look like it's ever been used, for what that's worth. And yeah, oh my word, more clips. That's the battery clip, I think. We'll check that out. It looks like one anyways. Maybe there's more here than I thought. But either way, not bad. This will make a little decent driver for over the winter or something like that, and do a couple repairs, sell it in the spring. That's something to do. All right, this latch here, by the way, I mean, that's the same thing. I mean, that's just the same latch that they use in like every single model and have for years. Again, that's loose. We've got to fix that before it blows off. And just, you know, I like how I mean, this is kind of a stylish car, nice lines and everything, but again, look at how they've just kind of slapped this wiper on the back there. That's kind of funny. All right, and starting in the back seat here. So being the SE, this kind of has all the options that were optioned with the car. I got people doing stuff here. Let's see. All right, where was I? Lost my train of thought. It was people come in here and anyway. Whatever. So, okay, so the SE has more leather trim than some of the other cars. So these inserts, as my convertible is the base 9.3. We don't have these nice leather inserts there. The door panels are in good shape. We have nice switches back here for everything, nice pockets. SE model's got the chrome trim. We are missing the center caps. That's a little bent up. I don't know what the deal is with that. Otherwise, in pretty good shape here. This is coming apart. We have to refasten that, and also we're missing the trim piece that you can see over here. That's gone. Or not gone, but it's here. So, I mean, the question one is like, why is that out? We got to figure out why, and then secondly, we put it back in because I don't like that. I like how even this being a cheap car, you do have these defrost vents back here, which is cool. I mean, you've got the vents in the console, vents under the door or under the seats back here, and then vents by the door for the defrost, which is neat. And Mercedes-Benz kind of puts like a felt finish on their weather strips, and at least they gave it a texture, which I think is kind of neat. And again, it does say Saab there on the door, on the door sill or whatever. Okay, so the rear seats here, seats 3. I like how it says turbo embossed in. That's really cool. We have a fold-out armrest here, which seems to be a little bit loose. Not real interested. Not worried about that. We have this little pass-through here, which is very neat. Relatch that. We are missing the headrests, so if anybody has a lead on some new headrests, that would be awesome, because I think that's, it's not going to be difficult to come by, but it'll be a little tricky. So back here, we're missing the floor mats, and the leather needs a really good cleaning, but it's not sun-baked. It's actually in really nice shape, very soft and supple, as evidenced by, you can see right there, that's old, worn-out leather. Doesn't do that. It'll expose cracks when you do that. All the belts are in good shape. Everything looks good back here. The seat backs aren't all ripped up. Nothing's torn, burned, scratched up. It's actually not really bad. It's just kind of really dirty. Getting in and out. So let's see. I actually haven't done this before. I'm sitting behind the seat where I have it. Well, that's actually not bad. I'll tell you, for a back seat, this isn't terrible. I have actually some nice deep seats there. There's decent leg room. You can see your shoes kind of go underneath, but not too bad. My headrest, or my head would hit the headrest there, so that's good. Yeah, not bad. Let's see what it's like with the door closed. Yeah, okay. Nice armrest there. Not too high a belt line. You can see it's my shoulder, so not too bad. Actually, not a bad place to be. I'm kind of impressed. So yeah, again, this will all need to be cleaned up, but not terrible. I'm not yet dressed in my usual stuff today. I getting ready to do some work on this. I have the work pants and work shoes and whatnot. All right, and in the front here, let's start on this door. So again, there's these gaps here. Now, I don't know if maybe the sun has shrunk this door card, or if something's out of alignment, or maybe I don't think that's the way it's supposed to be, because you can see where that has been touching in the past, but that's really odd. I don't know. We'll have to look at that. Otherwise, you have the trunk release here. Again, chrome latches. The mirror adjustments all work, which is nice. We have our fuses there. Our door sill card here is a little loose, but the power seats do work. I don't know why it's not working right now. Maybe you have to have the key in, or I'm not sure. But, okay, there we go. So yeah, that does work in all directions, and we do have memory here. We're going to have to fix that mount. Don't like that. We'll have to fix that. But that happens on all these. They get loose, and it's just part of what it is. I don't fix everything on these. Even the cars that I fix up nice, you're going to have that. I mean, I don't know why they couldn't make a seat bolster that couldn't stay on, but they couldn't, and we're just going to have to live with it. So I just kind of let it loose, and it is what it is. Anybody that knows these cars will kind of be accepting of it. Going across the dash here, all the switch gear is in good shape. We have a little bit of wear there. The steering wheel is in nice shape. You can see the gauge cluster here without the engine started. We've got all the lights on here. 140,000 some miles, not too bad. We will need new bulbs in the headlamp switch there and also in the gear shift selector. All the power windows do work, and so does the sunroof. Our parking brake here. We got a leather wrapped shifter. This is a 4-speed automatic. We will need to take apart the fan and the climate control and clean that. Moving on up, we're going to need to redo the screen and the climate control, and also we're missing the factory radio and also the cup holder there, so we'll fix that. And of course the hazard switch is broken and slipped down in the dash, so we'll need a new one of those as well. So while this may look really terrible, anybody that's worked on these knows that if you have a little bit of patience, it's not the end of the world. We can definitely work with that. Up top, the headliner will need to be redone. I've done a few of those now, so I'm kind of looking forward to doing another one because frankly it's just not that bad, and you know, it's a nice way to spend an afternoon. And the seats again are in very nice shape. I mean, I'm really impressed. This is kind of what sold me on the car. This interior has potential, and frankly, so does the exterior. These seats are really nice. I think this is better than average on most of them. Even the bottom, you can see it's wrinkled. It's got the wear there, but the bolster, I mean, this car is. This is going to be 20 years old very soon, and that's frankly not too bad. I can definitely live with that. Again, we'll need floor mats and a really good detail on this. And this is not uncommon by any means to have something that's kind of that dirty that needs some care. So again, we'll pull the seats out, we'll clean it, with the vacuum, we'll shampoo everything, and it'll be just fine. So it'll be fresh and smell clean and be new again. So again, the leather here on this door is in really good shape. Everything's still intact, no rust. Everything looks good here on the rocker panel. We actually do have a floor mat left here, so that's kind of cool. Stupid dumb side note, but when I bought the convertible, the only floor mat it had left was the passenger side right, and so does this one. So it kind of stinks because, you know, frankly, if it had been the driver's side on one of them, I at least would have had a set for something, but no luck. That's just how it goes. This seat, again, all the power adjustments do work, which is just really awesome. So does the lumbar control, and yeah, very nice. The pockets are in good shape. The bolster looks great. It looks like there's been stuff in the back seat, but doesn't really look like it's been used that much. And this driver or passenger seat looks like it really hasn't been used either. I mean, these seats are very, very comfortable. This door sill's in good shape, and we're a little bit cleaner on this side. Here's my throttle body. That box is unopened, so we'll see what the story is with that. The dash here is very good, although I've noticed on these cars in the last few years they're starting to crack out around the airbag cutout there, so I don't know what to do with that other than just leave it for now. Maybe run some gray caulking or something like that through there. We do have this weird dimple. I guess there was a GPS, who knows, but yeah, really not bad overall. The mirror is in good shape. And we have the glove box here, which there's probably some, anyway, there's some papers and stuff in there, but it's in good shape. And again, you have your typical really big Saab glove box. So yeah, not a bad little car. Definitely needs a little bit of care and things, but this is kind of what I was looking for. I don't actually do a lot of driving one way or another, but so I don't need to have something that's perfect and flawless and never will break down on me. But I like to buy cars like this that need a little bit of work. I'll put the money into it and get it fixed up, and then come springtime we'll actually probably have a couple cars to sell around here. But either way, all right, let's start it up next, then we'll take it out on a drive. So I'll just give it a turn here. It's so weird. I'm used to the 5-speed manual, so it's weird to not put my foot on the clutch, or it's just weird to get used to. We've had these automatics lately. There we go. Nice and smooth. So it is hunting a little bit for, as far as RPMs there, so we'll have to get that taken care of, and the traction control lights on. That's supposedly for the throttle body, as we have no other codes. And again, windshield fluid low, replace key battery, and we'll probably get that brake light fault when I step on the brake. Well, man, watch it not happen for me now. Check this out, though. I mean, this wood dash is in, again, good shape. It's got some dirt there, but the fasten belt light works. The clock is actually correct. The date is correct. And this SID actually works great. I think this is the first car with it, my first Saab with an SID that didn't need to be rebuilt. So basically I've redone the SID1s, SID2s, the 9.5 climate control panels, and apparently now we're going to do a 9.3 climate control panel. So basically that's all of them that have been rebuilt at this point. So if anybody needs some help with that, I can definitely, you know, maybe do a video on it or show you how it's done. So, all right. So there you have it. We'll take it out for a drive and we'll wrap it up from there. So on the road, this 9.3 is doing really, really well. The steering is nice and tight. The brakes work good. There's no squeaking. The road noise isn't too bad. There's a few squeaks and rattles. There's definitely some things in here that are loose and need tightened up, which we'll kind of work on as we go about some of these repairs. But it rides and drives quite well. The acceleration is nice. The transmission shifts smoothly. It is going to need motor mounts, I believe, so I have those on order. We'll take a look at that then. But yeah, otherwise really nice. I've got a couple error codes here for like an issue with the brake lights. And I got to get this factory stereo back in. I have got that. Really nothing too much else with driving, not from in here anyways. Everything is quite nice. So there you have it. That's my new 02 93 SE that we'll be working on for a little while here, and we'll see what happens with it. Follow along. I have no idea. Some of the stuff is new to me. I've never done it before. Some of it's kind of I've done it 5 times, so we'll see. Hopefully some new videos coming soon, and yeah, with this one maybe we'll cover some more repair videos, but also the general progress as well. So thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed.